Witches Hill.
So.
Yeah, what?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Huh? We're not good at starting out anymore.
Well, pull down your pants, dude.
I would no. Not in front of them.
Guys, turn around.
I'm not turning around.
You can look. You can look. Dennis, you turn around.
Why does Dennis have to turn around?
Because that's high, because I can see him making eye contact with me in the mirror. It's like another level of voyeurism.
Yeah, because, this is good. But this is better.
Okay. This conversation actually started scarring me.
I mean...
I'm just going to bypass it. Welcome to Witches Hill.
Why are you going to bypass it?
Because that conversation quickly started disturbing me.
I was going to explain my love.
I don't think I want to hear that explanation of that kind of love.
Well, I am devastated, and I am also Pat.
And I am Tim.
Thank you for tuning in today. We are here with more friends. I'm hurt.
That's just speechless over here.
I'm flabbergasted.
I'm sorry. Well, we're joined by two people today who witnessed this destruction of Pat's love.
Yeah.
Dennis and Judd. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
Well, they are joining us today for another episode of Deathmatch.
The Deathmatch, where we have over 280 participants. Who will fight first who and who will walk away victorious? Round 3.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, because we're not going to be the ones that are picking today.
Yes. You don't have to turn to Siri anymore.
Yeah, fuck Siri. She's stupid.
She kept picking one thing over and over. Like, she kept, I think, what wasn't it, The Thing? The Thing came up like 3 or 4 times.
Actually,
and I was
have
like,
the list right here.
Really?
The Thing. My eyes keep locking on to Dane Cook versus the Slither alien. But no, she just kept picking like a specific number. I think it was. I didn't write it down, but she kept picking a specific number, and I think it was The Thing actually.
I was really happy with the Deadpool versus Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I thought that was excellent. Have you guys not seen that?
What?
No.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Oh, of course.
I know you have. I kind of expected you to.
Oh, God, man.
You bring over some of the best movies.
Oh, wait till you guys get to watch the stack that I left for you. Like,
oh
it
my
is.
God.
Ooh.
But have you seen it?
No.
Oh.
It was a cartoon for a while, like on Saturday mornings. Like,
I do
Actually,
remember
that sounds-
Define
Yeah.
morning.
like it was a kids' cartoon, like
Oh,
Saturday
hell no.
morning cartoons.
No, I don't do mornings anymore, especially on Saturday.
Well,
Well, no, it was back when we were kids. Like,
Oh.
so, early 90s, like, on Channel 2 or something. No, it was probably on Fox.
WTTW, man.
That was Channel
No,
3, I
I-
think.
I think that was
No.
11.
no.
I just vaguely remember
I might
the
be
intro.
wrong.
No, 11 was WTTW.
I just said that. Unless you were talking about them.
Fox.
I said, whatever.
I'm so confused.
Did you say Fox or Fucks?
That was 12.
Sure.
You foxy fucks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all talking about different stations here. What did you have?
I don't know, but we're just going to bypass
Okay.
this now. We're going to put a
Anyway.
pin in it. So, what we're going to do today is essentially, we are going to become your overlords. You each will pick a random contestant, numbered 1 through 280, and the 2 choices will battle to the death, and we will all debate as to who we think would win this fight.
Oh, actually, this sounds pretty fucking fun.
I'm gonna forewarn you.
Uh-huh.
These choices can be anything. We have classic movie monsters. We have
Pop
icons.
Yeah, pop icons. I almost said pop vinyl figures.
All right.
All right.
All right, so I guess let's start off now. Get off on the.
Where do you want me to go?
All right, we're starting. We're getting off right away.
All right, guys. So now pick the contestants.
All right, so Dennis, let's have you go first. Pick a number one number between 1 and 280.
144.
144. And 144 is Mr. Rogers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right, so hold on, let me write that down.
Oh man, this is gonna be both a good / devastating one.
Welcome to my neighborhood.
Because Mr. Rogers is so pure. He's like the only one. Seriously.
He's got military experience too, so I mean, as nice as
he is
he
secretly
can kick some ass.
extremely fucked up outside that show.
Oh yeah.
Have you not heard about anything aside from that show from him or about him?
No.
Oh well.
He had a huge kill count as a like recon sniper.
No shit.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Rogers killed someone there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My neighbor.
You're not gonna be my neighbor.
This is
There
the
you
wrong
go.
neighborhood.
You got All right, let's stop maligning Mr. Rogers right now. And
Yeah.
John, it's time
May
for you
he
to
rest
pick
in
your.
peace.
What'd
Give me
you say?
52.
52? 52 is the vampires from I Am Legend.
Are they technically vampires?
That's what I heard. If I'm wrong, then just
The
go
creatures.
Off the
It
creatures.
could be implied because of the sunlight factor.
Yeah. Okay.
But past that, I don't think so.
Because I don't think they sucked blood, but they were like super strong.
They were just creepy as shit.
I mean, if we're going off this, there's no way that the vampire, the I Am Legend things are not gonna like destroy Mr. Rogers.
If Will Smith could do
I mean, like Will Smith and a dog. Well,
But
and a
he
woman
died.
and a child.
Like
He died saving her.
Yeah, that
That's
is
the
a
only
very
reason
true.
he failed. He lasted how long?
And he was
anyway.
with
We're
his-
talking about Mr. Rogers, not Will Smith.
Yeah, exactly. But the same thing.
The
carries over.
context of the movie versus the challenge we're currently discussing.
Yeah, because just replace Will Smith with Mr. Rogers in that said scenario, because Mr. Rogers has military experience.
I was about to say, aside from that, he is legitimately trained, as we were discussing. Plus, once he figures out the whole, daytime night factor, he's good.
Yeah, I mean, if he did, follow the same footsteps as Will Smith did in that character.
Just shoot the bitch.
Well, and not just that, but I mean, like, I don't know how. No, he probably wouldn't do that. Mr. Rogers is way too fucking.
no,
nice.
he's too nice.
Way too nice.
Everybody was allowed in Mr. Rogers' house.
Everybody.
But it was scripted that way. You have to look at him how he is as a person.
No,
not
he's a
just
great
as an
person
actor.
too. There was
But is this going to be based off the actor who is Mr. Rogers or the actual Mr. Rogers?
That is a very good
Okay,
question because
okay.
the actor obviously stands a very good chance.
exactly.
The
but
actee, Mr.
Okay.
Rogers himself, yeah, he's fucked in an hour.
Yeah, you broke that down.
You wanna
actually
be
very
my neighbor?
brilliantly. I like that. Yeah, I'd have to actually agree with you on that. Okay, so yeah, the character dead,
No,
dead,
not even a
dead,
question.
dead. Probably the first dead. Like
He'd walk up and try and shake their fucking hands.
he's like, "Oh, you look starved," and they'd eat him, and
They were
well, why
starved.
don't you come on into my house?
yeah, and then blood on his penny loafers. Done.
Lamb chop, fucked.
Lamb chop?
Anyway, they're
Wait, was
prepping
Lamb-
now. They're thinking into this.
Was Lamb Chop from that show?
Was it?
No, what?
No, Lamb chop had her own show.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were just
That's
talking
just
about
con-
turning him into lamb chops. Okay, there are two different types of people.
at some
yeah.
point. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, eventually.
You said they're going to eat them, then you said lamb chops, so I'm assuming food.
Yeah, they just learn how to cook, and they're just like, I've been cooking at night, I can't sleep, I'm eating people, I'm spicing this up.
This gets boring.
Yeah, just apocalyptic flair,
So,
It's fabulous.
you guys think that's
We need to clarify something though. When we're in a case like this, especially, are we talking about the character themselves or the actor that played the character?
Yeah,
well? Since it's written in
As
the
Mr.
choice
Rogers?
as Mr.
Then
Rogers,
it's
you're
the
facing
character.
Mr.
Okay.
Rogers.
Okay, yeah,
so it'd be
he's-
like the difference between Bruce Campbell and Ash.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, he's fucked you with.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers was killed
Yes.
by
Well,
some zombie, vampire, whatever monsters.
the things that no one really knows what they are.
Alright, so the winner is Judd.
I thought that was going to be a lot more interesting.
Glorious.
All right, now it's time to pick out the next battle.
The next death battle. Alright, Judd, you were the winner?
I'm going to go with 222.
222. Willy Wonka.
Oh, here we go. No, 'cause
You
I,
got
said-
the candy
Motherfucking
factory?
chocolate.
I think that motherfucker was a secret serial killer anyways
Yes.
through the whole thing. So depending on who he's up against, I think Willy Wonka's got a very good chance against like a
111.
Leatherface.
111. Good counter to that. Alright, so 111. Let's see. Colonel Sanders.
I'm going to deep fry your ass.
Okay, so the battle. Let me just clarify. Willy Wonka versus Colonel Sanders in a death match.
This is actually really great. These are two people that would just. This is fucking brilliant.
I'm really gold. All right, guys, state your cases.
All right. So I think Willy Wonka would win because, in general, I do really think he is a serial killer. If you read the conspiracies about whether or not he was actually trying to kill all them kids, and he's got an army of goddamn Oompa Loompas at a whistle's call. Like, they'll beat your ass and sing you a fucking song at the same time.
Okay, and you got all those contraptions.
Exactly. Like, there's a whole factory of, like, goofy, stupid shit that this guy's been making on his own and nobody knows about. He's got a death room. I'm pretty sure he's been molesting Oompa Loompas, too. But
I'm pretty
personal.
Sure. It seems
Well,
like
that would also explain half of why they come at the whistle, because they don't want the punishment. I can't help but help that situation, though.
We gotta really debate and see this. Okay, so Willy Wonka, he's got a real edge on Colonel Sanders, but how could Colonel Sanders rebuttal?
I got one more thing, though.
What?
Wasn't Colonel Sanders versus Dave from Wendy's in Celebrity Deathmatch on MTV?
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure Dave kicked his ass. So...
But that's Wendy's, not Wonka. I mean, I'll just drown your ass in your own chocolate.
That's a good point.
I mean, I do have to admit, though, Celebrity Deathmatch aside, fucking KFC is I did see that, and I'm so excited. KFC is way better than Wendy's. I'm sorry.
Oh well, God, yeah. But,
okay, I'm glad there's no arguments.
Yeah, no,
it's KFC.
I love the Colonel.
Yeah, the Colonel.
God, I want those mashed potatoes.
So, I mean, Wonka's all fair. It's a fair statement. It's a fair situation. He has a lot of ways to get it done and ways to hide it, but I literally own a fast food chain.
So you're all over.
You're stuck in one spot. And literally, when I'm done, I will chop you and your little Oompa Loompas up into little fucking pieces. They're going to be my chicken nuggets. You're my chicken sandwich.
Oompa nuggets?
Oompa nuggets. I'm the Colonel. Everyone's going to buy it.
Oh, no.
I see it going one of two ways. Either exactly like how Dennis said, or he foresees this coming because Wonka... Okay, think about it like this.
Wait a minute. Are we in the death match and you two are overseeing? Why are you helping his case?
No, I'm just throwing this out there. I just got to see it from all perspectives.
Yeah, but you're supposed to judge it yourself.
Oh, we're gonna judge it regardless, okay. But there is a missing factor here, and I just want the information.
You want it to be clarified?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like it was stated before, he's got a fucking army.
Yeah.
And you also said he's only got one factory, right?
Right.
Don't you think it'd take a really brilliant mind to stay in success and in power that long to only having one industry and only one factory and never falling out of first place?
And he supplies chocolate to the world.
One industry, one factory, no overhead, no real loss in the situation because your little fucking minions
no child labor laws.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. Bankroll it.
But I mean, how can you debate his success when he's literally limited himself to one place? Yes, he's distributed all over the world, but what does that really tell you? Either great marketing or great responsibility.
Oh, I think he would have the responsibility.
Right, if he was really that successful, why not expand?
Because it diminishes the brand. Like, you've got the main hub. It's like why Jelly Belly only has one factory in Wisconsin. Why do they need a second one when they could produce everything from their main home hub?
Mm-hmm. But that being said, why, how would you be more successful in this situation when you only have one place to be searched? I could literally distribute you across the fucking United. How are you going to turn me into chocolate? How are you going to make this go away?
Oh,
he made it go away for all the kids in the movies.
Yeah.
He just kind of, he's in the stretching room.
Dude, he's also got a fucking particle gun. That's one thing that's terrifying. Willy Wonka has a goddamn particle gun.
Yeah, he can shrink you into nothing.
So
it's like, I'm gonna put you in the TV. You're not a problem anymore. Change the channel. Unplug the
Bing,
TV.
done. You're gone.
Yeah,
fucking kid. Don't worry about him.
He has an incinerator room.
Yeah, that other girl went down to the incinerator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's a fucking death trap. Oh my god, that's
the
exactly
fat kid
how
in the
that would
chocolate
play
tube,
out,
like shit.
I can see that playing out.
Here, let me take you on a tour. Ooh, don't do that.
There was a
Exactly.
There's a video IGN put out years ago that they turned the Willy Wonka movie into a horror like trailer, and they got fucking Doc Brown to play fucking Willy Wonka.
Lloyd?
Yeah, and it's fucking spooky.
Is it?
Yeah, it really is.
I
Like,
heard
they would
about
have
it.
made
I
a
never saw
great
it.
movie.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to fucking watch that then. I'm gonna have to look that up, but yeah, I definitely see that happening. Much like how the Willy Wonka movie plays out, you'd be in there just having some other fucking like the Oompa Loompas just like leading everybody in if that's the case, and even if like Dennis stormed in there as the Colonel, you have a fucking death trap. Like you're somewhere in that maze. That is a literal game. That's a game, man.
Could you imagine Colonel Sanders trying to go through that tunnel? The
trippy tunnel thing.
Yeah. Flashing images of chickens being slaughtered to him.
Oh my god.
He's just crying by the end of it. Just,
And then all you hear is oompa loop, loopity-doo. Colonel Sanders, fuck you.
Kicked off the boat, drowns in chocolate.
Off subject, one of my big road trip questions I do with people is, what would you rather? Get gang raped by the cast of the Muppets, or by a pack of Oompa Loompas? Now, the Oompa Loompas will sing you a song afterwards, so you might feel a little better. And the Muppets have full working genitalia. And, like, you got that big, massive motherfucker that they have around. Gonzo's fucking chicken fucking ass.
Yeah, it's probably curly.
Miss Piggy.
Now, are they character size, or are they, like, life size of what they would be?
They're life size of what they would be.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, I was going to be like, well, it's a puppet, it's going to be soft.
Oh,
but if you're saying,
No,
it's
it is full working, like, fucking...
Right.
Like, is it going to bust?
It's not...
fucking
Yeah, like, it is full
Now,
working thing.
Here's my question. Would Gonzo's cock look like his nose?
I would hope so.
I've thought about that for years.
I kind of thought it was always.
What? Well, see, after you found out he was an alien, I was just like, what's his dick look like? He's not from here. I'm kidding, but now I'm not.
Oh my god.
You were never kidding.
Can I bum a smoke from you?
But,
I need that after that.
I think I'm going to have to go back to my original thing, which I don't know if I have an answer for that.
I'm picking Oompa Loompas.
I
mean, seriously, you want to be ass raped by a pig?
No! I don't want to be ass raped by anything!
But they're gonna, he guaranteed they're gonna sing to you after. Now, they're gonna entice you in with a song before. So either way, you're starting up high, you're getting pounded, then you're gonna leave high.
This is what you get for buying concert tickets online.
Yep.
Fucking bullshit, man.
I bought 3 of them.
I just wanted to see Lamb of God! Now I got Oompa Loompa shit in me.
I don't even know how we got here.
This is how you make a Wonder Ball.
We were trying to make a Wonder Ball. We were trying to decide Willy Wonka. Oh.
Weird.
Is that where Wonder Balls come from? Is that how the Wonder Ball came? Is that why? What happened to Colonel Mustard? He didn't actually die. He was just turned into the Wonder Ball.
Yep.
Colonel Sanders.
Somebody got his monocle. Other person got his mustache. His little bolo tie.
Gee. Everybody looks at me. So yeah, who do you think would win this one? This one's actually kind of hard because they both have a fair argument when it comes to the whole Willy Wonka versus Colonel Sanders thing. Like one's got an army, but one's got a franchise. So like
Technically with an army too.
technically,
Yeah,
But
I mean,
not as dedicated.
Yeah,
you gotta pay my
fast food-
motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly. No fast food worker's gonna travel across fucking country to like go fight some like candy guy.
some candy guy.
Am I getting paid overtime for this? No, then I'm fucking going home. It's
But I mean, you're just thinking about the stores, not the corporation.
So Tim, verdict?
Honestly, I gotta go for Willy Wonka and his death traps. I think he has so many good, unique death traps that they wouldn't survive.
I would have to say Willy Wonka. As long as he stayed inside. The second he leaves, Colonel Sanders is just putting him. He's gonna fucking Breaking Bad this shit.
Not if he leaves in his glass elevator.
Don't
It can
you
go.
Oh my god, I
anywhere.
forgot about that.
Wonka's a pretty agile guy. Right at the beginning, when you first meet him, he does
Yeah.
that tumble thing and springs out. I think that would scare the shit out of Colonel Sanders.
Which Wonka are we talking about? Are we talking about the Johnny Depp Wonka?
No,
or are we
fuck
talking
that
about
movie.
the original
No,
Wonka?
not Charlie and the Chocolate
That I'm
Factory.
sorry, but that
Okay.
movie is. I'm forcibly erasing that from my mind and everyone's mind. That movie did not exist. It was terrible. There's a reason
Well, no,
Primus
the only
made
reason
their
I asked is I don't
album.
remember him doing that shit
Oh
in the
my God, I
original.
love that movie.
That album.
What?
The cartwheel and all that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the fucking original in forever, so that's the only reason I brought
right
it up.
when they get to the gates and like he comes stumbling out with the cane, like he's a cripple, and he trips
Never
and
mind,
does
yeah.
the whole.
He does the whole fall, and everyone's like, okay.
Oh shit, Willy Wonka!
Yeah,
He's not dead.
He's not dead, thank God.
Okay, so yeah, we'll just ignore that whole last part, because I completely forgot about the beginning until he started explaining it. As soon as he said the cane, it all... Anyway, okay, so he is still, no matter what, an agile motherfucker.
Here's a question that I actually have about Willy Wonka's elevator.
Uh-huh.
How far does it go? Can you just like stay up there forever? Because if that's the case, then he's got an everlasting safe room. But however, if you
Not
get a gun, you might be able to
necessarily.
shoot him out of the sky.
It is
Right.
glass.
He can
Or
move.
crystal.
He can
We don't
move
really
any
know.
which way.
You got to read
that
the
thing
book.
was
Actually,
fast.
that actually gets all
Does
of
it?
this gets explained
Yeah,
in
it's
the
all...
book.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, you could shatter it and get him out of the... But, oh man, that would be scary death.
that is
Okay,
if
so...
it's crystal or glass, though. I'm not sure what it's made out of, but I know
But
it.
either
like,
way, it can be
explains
blown
how
the fuck
high
up.
fast it can go, and
But, you know, his argument, it's still multi-directional, so you're not going to hit it from the ground.
I mean, regardless,
you'd have
even
to
if
be
it
a-
is crystal, it can still break.
You'd have to be a damn good fucking sniper to shoot that thing.
But what is its height? What is its height limitation? Because a sniper
There is
rifle
none.
good to a mile tops, and
Mr.
he
Rogers.
can clearly bypass that.
I'm pretty sure. Doesn't
Huh?
in the
Why am I
second
arguing
follow-up
against
book?
myself?
You're like, oh no!
In the second book, didn't he like go into space or some shit like that?
Yeah, wait, what?
There's a second follow-up book.
Which, for
He's
what?
never read the
Willy
book,
Wonka.
so he's not a good.
yeah,
You'd have to ask
there
him.
is.
Don't think? Isn't there something with space? In
I
that?
think that's almost how like the next book opens. Is like Charlie's in like the glass elevator, like hovering in space.
so.
And then he
Yeah,
comes back down.
he.
I think that's
It
how
just
Willy
escapes.
Wonka might have like got the Oompa Loompas or some sort of shit is with that thing,
They're aliens?
weren't they?
I mean, that would describe little fucking short orange men.
I mean, that's
Green
still a
goofball
better idea
hair.
than the whole fucking concept
That's what's
of...
been abducting people all these years,
The
or
whole
like Oompa
chocolate
Loompas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, I went to
Wake
the
up and
chocolate
you're-
land.
But if you
Oh,
think about
my
that,
God.
they're still being paid just with chocolate.
They all have diabetes.
No, he's not paying them. He saved them from wherever they like were, and like they're like in a life servitude sort of like situation with them.
So I don't know. I say Willy Wonka won. He's got the elevator. It can go. He could go infinitely.
Yeah, unless Colonel Sanders can like work some miracle just right off bare bones. Willy Wonka it has to be.
You know.
Because I mean, he's already reclusive, you
Right.
know. So you'd have to go to him, and that's just how that would be. So
This fight,
That's 2-0 so far.
yes,
Yeah,
winner Judd.
Judd, you are picking some winners today.
I am the fucking Highlander.
If any of you guys out there that are listening would like to debate any of these, you can go ahead and do that thing at the group page.
No, I think that would be interesting to read and go over. But, I mean, if we have a heated debate about it and we're all friendly and shit, imagine what the fuck is going to happen on there.
Oh god, yeah, I welcome it. I want to see it.
This is why your
You're not
mom's in
whiny
a
little
fucking
bitch,
wheelchair.
It's okay.
I want to
Damn, Billy.
I want to pull up a chair, make a bag of popcorn and a cup of
just
hot
fucking
cocoa,
scroll.
and just watch the fucking angry destruction. I will watch the chaos and laugh maniacally.
I'll be like hee 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 hee, and then eat.
All right, I guess it's time. Let's move on to the next one.
All right, the next one.
No, well, you still won, so they're going to
Yeah, but I mean, go ahead and we'll switch off. It don't matter to me.
He's being a fair sport. You get first pick.
72.
72.
What is the answer to
The Little Shop of Horrors plan.
Ooh, Audrey 2? Oh shit.
All right, so yeah, Judd, it's time to pick your contender.
14.
14.
Oh, we're going low now.
We don't have a 14.
All right, no.
I'm
14.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I was like, what the fuck?
It's the Zuni doll from the Trilogy of Terror.
Oh!
Is it the little like? Oh my god! Yeah. I don't have an argument on this one. I'm definitely going to hand this one over to Audrey. There's just absolutely no way.
Yeah.
So you don't think the little Zuni doll is going to be able to take out the fucking
Giant plant monster?
The giant plant, man-eating plant thing.
Well, it may not suspect it.
He might not suspect it. He can run pretty fucking quick. He's a little agile little fuck, and he's vicious.
But
I mean, if the fucking vines grabbed him, he would bite the vines.
Yeah.
He would eat and chew through everything he possibly could.
And he's got a spear, so he could stab the thing, but that's not really going to destroy a plant.
Like, especially on the size difference. I mean, even if he's agile, Audrey's got like so many vines and everything that'd be coming at him from every area.
You enter one
he'd have to be
doorway,
like
you're
Neo, like movement speed on being able to dodge like vines and all that. And even then, like that little spear, that's not going to take out one of the mass. Oh, that's right. It's not pulled up anymore. That's not going to take out a massive vine. There's just no way. It would just crush the little fucker and then probably eat it.
But what was your argument?
I would literally cover the entire room, leave one doorway open. No matter how fast you are, you have one point of entry. As soon as whatever enters my domain at that point, you're fucked.
My question is, though, like, let's say the Zuni doll gets close enough and maybe as it got swatted away, maybe, like lost a leg or something like that, but the thing just goes to eat it really quick. It's got its spear. Do you think it might be able to stab through the mouth and puncture, like, the brain of the thing? Would that kill it, or would you have to burn it because it's a plant?
Here's also this thing. You have to think of this, too. Because even if he ate it, that doesn't mean it's killed. There were so many times they thought it killed. It would now start going crazy and stabbing it on the inside.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe in the long run.
Why would the plant eat the spear? It's clearly intelligent.
Yeah.
So why would it swallow it whole, whether it's going to kill it or not? Because doll, right? I'm assuming it's a doll.
Yeah.
Whether it kills it or not, you don't give it a weapon. What the fuck is it going to do from the inside? It's a plant. It doesn't have the same digestive setup we do, as far as we know.
Well, this is an alien, too. I mean, it's not based off of things that we technically know, right?
Well, we don't know a fucking living man-eating plant either.
No, I know. No, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
But you can still bring it up as the debate, seeing as a alien be based off of a plant, it's not going to have the same situation. So even if it gets swallowed whole as a doll, how much damage can it really do from the inside?
I think the only thing it might be able to do is like eat its way out if it tried. Maybe. Who knows how strong the inside is compared to the outside?
That's a good point. It could have a softer interior. I mean, most plants in general have a softer interior.
Well, I mean, if you go off of Guardians of the Galaxy, have you guys seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so if you go off of that, same inside outside.
Okay. Yeah, good point.
Well,
but that is also speaking about a quote-unquote alien being.
What's the thing called?
The Zuni fetish warrior doll.
I need to see it.
Honestly, I think this would be a quick battle. Taking everything into account, I would have to go with the Little Shop of Horrors plant because that thing has a clear size and mass difference. I mean,
and also it has multiple with it.
I think when it comes in regards to all the different little individual vines that act independently, I think the Zuni doll could take out a couple of them.
Yeah, no dispute.
But he's gonna lose steam. He's not gonna be able to keep up with all of them. Ultimately,
no, exactly.
I mean,
no matter what, there will be casualties. Either way, I mean, you literally bum rush the opening as soon as something walks in with a spear. The first thing that's gonna enter is the spear, so several of them will get fucked up right off the get go. But like you said, the sheer volume versus singular.
Yeah, that one's.
My vote's on the Little Shop of Horrors plan.
Yeah, Audrey too. There's just not a.
You're not even going to put up that fight?
I'm not even going to argue with
His actual argument was decided before this really began. He's like, it really depends on what I get, whether I can even argue or not. And then he got that, and he's like, fuck.
Yeah,
So much for my 2-score record.
I was really hoping for the Rudolph, that non-vax reindeer. Like, I think he would have stood a chance. If not, right off the bat, in the long run.
All right. Well, I think this is a good time to just hear a quick word from our sponsors. Are you moving into a new home or remodeling a home or office? Are you trying to sell a home but can't seem to find the right people to buy it? Does the energy in certain parts of the home or office feel uncomfortable, spooky, stuck, or blocked? Do you feel your own personal growth, healing, and evolution has stymied? Has there been sudden pain or illness you can't explain? Has there been any deaths? Is anyone having trouble sleeping, restless children in bed, or night terrors? Is there a lot of fighting and bad experiences with the home or office? Do you ever see moving shadows, flying objects, hear voices, or smell weird odors? Do your appliances or machines break down or have mechanical issues often? Do you seem to be having a string of bad luck? If you've answered yes to any of the following questions, please consider getting a clearing by us. Please contact Reverend Nancy for a quote at 630-340-0877 or her partner Amanda at 719-271-7309.
So I'm excited to see what choices we're going to get coming up, because this is already interesting.
I think you and I should do one.
You want to do one?
Yeah, let's do one really quick.
All right. I'm going to go first. I pick number...
You guys should have like a sheet written out of all the numbers already.
But they can't see who it is.
192.
And he's crossed them off.
No.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
37.
He wants
37. How the fuck do you scroll?
Yeah, you gotta use it.
Oh, okay. 37. The Plague.
Why the fuck does the plague keep coming back?
Quite literally, the Plague. Pat.
Alright, is that a 280?
Yes.
Let's go with 199.
Shogun Samurai.
The Plague versus the Shogun Samurai.
Okay, really quickly. What is the Shogun Samurai?
Exactly as it sounds. Just
Now,
it's from the Shogun era.
I was about to say, is it
Japan.
technically the Shogun Samurai or a Shogun Samurai?
A Shogun Samurai, either way.
Because, I mean, you could go through and pick out the, most famous Shogun Samurai and go off of that, or you can just go off of them in general.
Okay, so it's just a samurai dude.
Yeah, literally. Just from the Shogun era. There's
All right.
the
Well-
area or era.
I hate to, okay, so...
I think we should maybe redo this one.
Because this one, no, I think this one automatically is like a win for me, because
No, it's not automatic with
the
two.
plague would totally kill him. It killed a third of Europe.
It killed a third of Europe, though. It didn't kill a third of Japan.
Yeah, they have swords.
It went all over.
Yeah, they're going to slice the shit
It went
out of the
all
Plague.
over Eurasia.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was, the plague went spread.
Okay.
Yeah, from
Currently,
the
it's still having a problem in Madagascar.
Yep.
There is, like...
Even going on right now.
It's become
That's
endemic in Madagascar.
It's terrifying. That's terrifying.
So, yeah, I had... Honestly, samurai or not, you can't fucking...
Like, hold up. The samurai are swift motherfuckers.
And technically, this era was long before the Plague.
Actually, the plague's
no.
been around
No.
since, like...
It's like in the first, like, couple hundred years. And then, I think, like, one of the bigger
300
ones...
AD.
It was either 300 or 800, and then it happened again in, like, the 1600s, 1800s. And, like we said, it's still going on now in Madagascar.
Honestly, samurai or not, they're not going to be able to fucking fight a virus.
No, I just felt like arguing. You're
No,
clearly
he can fight it. He can fight it. He's not going to win, but he can fight it. They have immune systems.
You can struggle against what... How can you fight against what you cannot see?
Because they have swords, and they'll just keep swinging, and then
Swords?
just... Huh?
So point, counterpoint, I win.
Yeah. All right. You know that one wasn't fair. Let's do this again. All
right, I'm gonna pick number 76. No, we already picked something around that.
We picked 72.
About 88.
88.
88. What is 88?
The Terminator.
Oh! I got a good contender. So the Terminator. Who is the Terminator going to fight?
All right, hold up. Wait, I want to write down the one before.
Wait,
it was the play.
Which Terminator?
Yeah, am I fucking Arnold?
Yeah, I mean, well, if
Or
we're
am I
saying
the
Terminator.
You're Arnold.
So the
It's
original.
Yeah,
When you can barely
I'm
fucking speak
Arnold.
English.
I'm going to shoot you.
I don't know anybody. When you say the Terminator and you don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger automatically, then I don't know what the hell you've seen. You know?
Well, you
I'm
think
thinking the other
him automatically no matter what, but there have been several.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like,
I mean,
that's
like,
the
if I had
first
a
one that
choice,
comes to mind.
honestly, I would go T3 over Arnold.
All right. So what's your number?
I'm gonna go with.
Oh, see, because I like the liquid Terminator.
That's T3.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, well, technically
210.
he's in the second. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the main...
Rob Dyrdek.
Ridiculous. Oh my god. So this is the Terminator versus Rob Dyrdek?
Did you get an assist from Big?
What?
Did you get the assist from Big?
No, just Rob Dyrdek.
Oh God.
Yeah. Sorry, you can do your little wheelie board thing all you want. I'm going to terminate you.
You're gonna have to catch me on my board.
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard.
Find me in the Fantasy Factory.
It, again, wouldn't be too hard. I am a robot. I can.
But I'm fucking Rob Dyrdek.
Infinite stamina,
all the
infinite power.
weapons.
Infinite sponsorships. I have shoes, and I can run. And I have ramps that make me go fast on my skatey boards.
But you're gonna get tired, and that's where you ultimately fail. You will eventually get tired. I won't.
How do you know another Terminator won't come out and just be like, Rob Dyrdek, I love you? I can't do the Arnold voice. And he's like, ah. And I was like, ah. And I get taken to the future and I become half a robot.
All right.
Terminator wins.
Terminator wins.
I was about to say, arguing the whole timeline.
Pick a new fighter because I just wasted you with no effort.
Again.
Yeah, I keep getting shafted. Wow. All right, fine. You're gonna keep the Terminator then?
Yes.
All right. Terminator.
Yeah, he's scrolling through to find one.
No,
it's not up. It's not up.
No, yeah.
I'm watching to make sure.
No, I'm not cheating, fuckers. Damn. I'm just writing down what we've picked so
we know
who's like doing what. All right, so let's see. How about 137?
137.
137 is Stephen King. God damn it.
Well,
Pick it. Just automatically pick a new one. This needs to be a more fair fight.
All right. Let's see. I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna click on one because I don't even know what number to pick. So that one. Medusa. Ah,
But
shit.
it's Terminator
Not
versus
human.
Medusa. Yeah, would Medusa stare?
turns men to stone because of their drive for women.
He's programmed
their
to be a man,
appeal.
though.
But it's still
No, the question
our
is
physical
like, does it have
emotional
to?
state.
Does it have to be a human? Because back then, when Medusa, the mythology was out there, it wasn't talking about fucking AI robots. It was talking about humans.
Right.
Right.
Can it do it to anything that has some type of perception? You know.
What movie is it where they actually show? It was one of the really old
It was like an Odyssey.
Attack
It was one of the Odyssey.
No,
you know what? It might have been the
much
Clash of
original
the Titans or
Clash of the Titans, the original one.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
Yes.
actually show like I think a Cyclops that's been turned to stone or something like that.
Yeah.
So it isn't just men because the Cyclops is Cyclops. I don't know. Does like mythology Cyclops have dick and balls or?
But I mean, they also
who
don't
knows?
necessarily classify it. And you would assume the male to be the more aggressive. And, Medusa's whole thing was she was scorned, betrayed, and then turned into Medusa over men.
But here's the question.
So she directly affects them.
But it depends on whether her power would actually affect a machine.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm saying it won't.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because it's a completely different type of process. You're not wrong. He is designed to be a male, act like a male, but
however,
the whole thing, he's a machine.
That's just one thing that we're talking about, though. That's just
it's Terminator versus Medusa. Her go-to is to turn him to stone so she can destroy him. So
she's a snake woman, though. She has other abilities other than just like the typical human who could just run. She could probably wrap around him, depending on like how strong he is or she is or whatever.
But
he's a machine.
She could cry.
The machine, but this is a mythological creature. Like we don't know how. Like what are her power stats? You know?
Well then we'll use similar size, similar tail. I'm assuming similar strength. Terminator versus Anaconda.
Yeah, I guess
the muscle structure, the skeletal structure, the pressure, it's all going to be the same.
Though,
but if it's that big, like a Medusa-sized anaconda, half, you got to think the tail on that thing's going to be like, you know what I mean? And if that's all like this, that's all muscle and bone that's coming around. That would have like the actual like anaconda and boa python crushing power is what I think you need to go off at this point.
Right, well, exactly. That's why I use this example.
It to the bigger size, does it have the crushing capacity to crush a Terminator?
But you're also factoring the size where her base starts is going to be like this. If we're talking about the actual Medusa, a fine-shaped female, it's going to start like this and shrink by the foot. By the end, you're going to be here. Can you muster that much pressure to... I mean, do we even really know what type of alloy he's made out of? Is it regular steel or what?
I'm sure you can probably stats online.
100% you can.
But the PSI required to crush each one is going to be greatly different.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, you got to factor in the pressure he can put out. Because he completely bypasses any human limit.
But there's also the fact that, like, we're talking about the mythological part of the snake thing. Because, like, you have to add in, like, okay, that's the base stat, and now we're... trying to do the math to, so expand it, so this is how it would be, this is what it would equal to for PSI.
Right.
But then you have to add on the stat boost, I guess you should say, for the whole, like, mythology behind it. Like, is in that...
a mythological creature. You get a stat boost just because you are what you are. Everything, like, gets, like...
It's like on steroids.
Yeah, so I think the Griffin, like, that thing's got to be is a tank, or the Sphinx... Since they're mythological, they generally are already like a couple tiers above like regular base animals and species.
Oh yeah.
But then technically, so is he.
Well, he's a machine, and he's got a limit to what he can and cannot.
But we're also debating unknowns about each one because we don't really know anything about them.
Well, true.
I mean, we're trying to assume what they can and cannot be capable of because of the stories there are.
It's really hard to go off of that too.
I mean,
like, we have limited resources, and then we just kind of have to, like, all right, well, if this happened in real life, like, what would actually happen?
But then, against Arnold towards Medusa, another question is he a hydraulic or is he electric? They're going to be a completely different power.
Here's an interesting thing to consider.
But
you guys
that
earlier
controls him, but how does it control his muscle? His force?
Here's something interesting to consider. To go back to an earlier point we all made. He is considered half man and half machine.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, fuck.
But what do you mean by considered, though? Because he's hardwired as a machine, but programmed as a man.
Yeah, he's a cyborg.
Right.
He is part man, part machine.
Yeah. So that means
he is
living
part
tissue
man.
Okay. Yes, living tissue.
Which is organic. And regardless of sex, the thing is that if you made eye contact with Medusa, you can be turned to stone. So even if he was part... it would probably be like this.
His exoskeleton would be transformed to stone. He gets that, all of that.
All the organicness is fucked.
He's been able to, but they were also able to, like, they can get crashed through walls and shit, survive explosions to some degree. So even if the human aspect, his outer casing,
it's fucked.
It's fucked.
I'm talking about the pure robot.
That would be able to break out of it.
Here's the thing, though, is that's an external thing. When, like, I would assume that when you make eye contact, something is, like, done internally. Like, it goes into you.
That's what I was trying to say.
Because if you're turning your skin to stone, like, there's some type of molecular thing in there going on. Yeah. So I can assume that would be in, like, an internal thing.
But if you go off the original movie, he bleeds and all that, but he doesn't feel. His skin is
nerves.
supposed to be alive, but it's not actually alive, so can it be changed?
There's also been multiple versions. Yeah.
Yes, but we're talking... This was...
The first one.
I clarified this before we even started. We're talking about the first one. The first
so I want to make sure.
Yeah,
right.
That is a big difference, because T2's
a
Terminator was a different ball game.
And then the newest one, whatever the fuck that was, he is quite literally living. But, yeah. I mean, if you go off the mechanical portion of the Terminator, he's going to win, hands down.
So there is a chance that Medusa can win.
Yeah.
But I do think that, just taking in basic consideration that if he is half cyborg and half human, that only the cyborg stuff would continue on. And depending on how much of there that actually is, that really coincides with how the operating mechanics work within that, I guess, model, would really determine whether it would continue going after Medusa or not. Like, is it like the cognitive thought programmed into it, or is the brain still working?
But the brain's a computer chip.
Brain is a microprocessor unit.
Okay. Well,
so, I mean, if he's attacked, he's going to destroy. No matter what.
Yeah.
And you saying half human, as discussed, his external was made to imitate human.
No, I know.
Half man, half machine, whatever. He's externally machine. Medusa will be destroyed as a whole. His machine part, the internal Terminator part of the whole Terminator, will survive. One way or another, he's still winning.
Not to mention,
He
there
would
is
still be able to move, I believe.
He would be able to break out of it, because if he turned to stone, if he can crash through walls and be like cement walls. And
he's literally cut his own skin off in that movie and thought nothing of it because he had to take out his power core and change it.
Oh yeah, that was in the third one.
So what? No, well, yeah, okay.
That was in the third one.
The only thing we saw to defeat him was he got melted.
So I mean, unless Medusa has some,
she's not Cyclops.
So honestly, yeah, I think the Terminator. This goes to the Terminator, I think.
Yeah, I definitely say the Terminator, because the one other thing I was going to throw in there is that I'm pretty sure that highly sophisticated of a robot probably has thermal vision, so it could probably just close its eyes and just be like, "Oh, you're right there." Fucking
it does actually, because the eye, he rips that off. It does not change his vision.
Yeah, so
he's just made to look.
Yeah, okay, Terminator wins. All right, back to you guys, because holy shit.
All right, pick a number.
27.
27. The Nemesis from Resident Evil 3.
Oh,
you are coming in hot.
Fuck.
All right, you got an interesting battle.
Oh shit.
55.
55 it is. Ooh. The Daleks.
From Doctor Who.
Oh.
That's... Oh, shit.
Now, one or all?
It says the Daleks.
So it would be at least a squad group of 3.
Yeah, at least 3.
Yeah.
We're going to say it's 3 Daleks then.
Okay.
Let's put a limit on it. So 3 Daleks versus the Nemesis.
I mean... The only thing that I've seen to ever beat a Dalek was either the Doc, being fucked up as he is, with his fucking screwdriver just fucking shit up, or no, not even time. So just the Doc and his screwdriver.
Can you not blow them up?
No. Their outer shell is really, really hard, and their attack capability is like
obnoxious.
They incinerate like living flesh and
so I mean, just the Nemesis versus one. I mean, he'll come at it straight on. He'll balls out, try and bowl that shit. 100 yards, he'll be blowing the fuck up because he's not that bright. Well, he is, but isn't. Because I mean, if you go with the same aspect, he's the Dalek's extraterrestrial, out of this world being. Fucking juiced up fuckface over here.
He's a created bioweapon. Let's be real with him.
Yeah.
I think what's he going to be armed with? A rocket launcher and a minigun?
A minigun would never open up
a car?
Yeah. No. There's no way a minigun would open up the outer casing of a Dalek.
No matter what he can physically bring upon me, he's screwed. Even if he destroys the laser.
I do have some information to throw towards this, just because I have a lot of knowledge about the whole.
All right, let's see. Let's hear it.
All right, so the whole thing about the Nemesis is that it's an enhanced version of the Tyrant. which, if you just break it down to it, it's just like a mutated human, to an extent. To an extent. So the way I'm thinking about this is because the Nemesis itself is programmed. It's like a living computer, and it keeps mutating. You really can't stop it. The only way that they were able to stop it, even after Jill had fucking used a fucking rail cannon on it, she had to shoot it again with a fucking 357.
But what...
Now here's the thing: is that there's the debate that it kept going even afterwards, and because she left it because a nuclear warhead was coming to Raccoon City, which that eventually, because that was the epicenter of the blast, vaporized it, and that was the only way to fucking take it out. Now it doesn't have armor or anything like that. The only thing it really has is the trench coat type thing that it's almost like a vest.
Right? No, I've seen it.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it holds everything in. It just keeps him from being chaotic. Right. So he's more controlled. But he has both. Like, he's intelligent, but he's only as intelligent as Umbrella is letting him be. Let's say, and he hunts things down. So he is a killer.
No argument there. He's outgunned.
One thing I want to say though is that I've seen episodes of Doctor Who. I haven't seen a lot of it, but I have seen where a Dalek will like show what it is. Like, it opens up.
Yeah.
Now, if it got any type of like chance to do that, all it has to do is just tentacle, infect it. It doesn't even need to like kill it, just infect it. What the fuck happens then? Can you imagine what happens when a mutated Dalek goes rogue?
Oh my! It's happened. That like
mutated one?
That
where it actually gained feeling.
Yeah, and like it went through what was like the vortex
situation.
of time, and it lost its mind, and it went rogue, and it went and did its own thing, and was absolutely insane. I love Doctor Who, David Tennant.
Yes,
that whole series I've watched so much, and as much as I love the Nemesis, I can't allow it. If he was going up against a Cyberman, this wouldn't be a fucking debate. It would be Nemesis all fucking day. But
I can't disagree there either.
Dalek is
want the information
such
to be out there.
But,
yeah.
I mean, you're also now weighing it in with your personal opinion because of your love for that creature itself.
Oh, I love both of them. I with this, I just know that the Dalek is the more capable being.
No, I can't disagree there. But then also going off of his part, well, not even against you. Why the fuck would they even open themselves up in the middle of a fight?
Well, here's the thing, though. Is what I was saying is that Umbrella programmed the Nemesis. They can tell him to wait. They can tell him to hunt them down. Wait, bide your time. All you have to do is be programmed is when to strike. When he sees an opening, that's when he can strike. He can just hunt them down for the entire duration that he sees them.
Yeah, but it's also 3-on-1, and they're not programmed to wait. Their whole programming is destroy. It doesn't matter what it is.
But even if they shoot at it and it's not moving, how did they know it's dead?
Yeah.
Because how many times did Jill knock the Nemesis down?
Well,
how many mutations did it go through and it still didn't get knocked down?
But define knocking it down versus their type of destruction.
Like he said, she shot it with a railgun and it still didn't kill it.
Yeah, but he also made the example that even after the railgun situation, there was something left. She had to shoot it again. There are no particles left over when the Daleks are done. There's nothing to revive even after the nuke.
You think so? The Daleks completely incinerate anything?
Gone.
Yeah.
Like just existence. No, not even past vaporization. Molecule just destroyed because you said he got vaporized by the nuke and came back. The Daleks are
no, not by the nuke. After the nuke, he did not come back.
Okay, well,
he did not come back.
You said they, railgun, 357, nuke, and you made it sound like he revived after the nuke. I honestly have not seen that fucking far, read in that far. I don't know about this whole nuke situation.
Don't watch the live action movies. You don't need to waste your time.
Yeah, those are.
Yeah. But at the same point, I know the destruction they bring about.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both hypothetical beings, no matter how you look at it.
Like, personally, I do believe that the Daleks would absolutely just wreck the Nemesis, but given the opportunity that Umbrella had,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Time, yeah.
Right. You're not wrong there. I'm just bringing up the whole factor of their mission is destroy. They're not going to allow him to get that chance.
That is literally his mission. Is like he's programmed to go out and destroy the stars.
But your only opportunity is if they open themselves up.
More or less. Honestly, the whole strength capability of the Nemesis is questionable. But I'm also going to just automatically assume... I'm going to automatically assume here that he's not stronger than the Dr. Screwdriver, considering that he's a time being and shit.
See, I had to pull it up so you can see how the Dalek like laser actually affects. Is it doesn't just like it shoots to the bone, like it vaporizes the inside. The only reason he's not dead and like totally wiped out is because he's magic. It's fucking fancy, but like it goes to the core and evaporates from the inside. Like, does the Nemesis? How much can the Nemesis pretty much like regenerate?
It just keeps coming back. The thing is that it's got its base form, but that's because it was made in a lab in France.
Yeah.
It was brought over and then released. Now, the reason why it keeps mutating is because it was programmed that when it's got its vest on, it can't.
Did you just dump this in the garbage?
Yeah, out there.
It was full of bothering me.
But the whole containment thing is because of the vest.
Yeah.
It holds in the mutatedness, I guess you could say. But after that happened, it went more chaotic, went after Jill, and then she was able to shoot its head off. Or, like, she turns a valve in some fucking thing, and it, like, pretty much just dismembers it. Then it comes back as a blob with tentacles. And then you shoot it with a fucking rail cannon, and it still comes back. And
That's
then
a good point.
You pretty much just walk up to it and shoot it like three or four times, and you're just like, yeah, this is it, haha. And then you like run out because it's pretty much assumed that because of the timing of the way the rocket's coming in, the fact that the only helicopter that you can even get is just right outside, depending on what ending you get. So it's all a time factor. So it's presumed that the Nemesis was still coming back, it's just there was no time to fucking put it down, and the bomb would do it anyway.
Yeah.
So the regeneration factor about that is, I would say, pretty fucking fast, but it's also the fact
Not fast
that
enough.
like how quickly do Daleks heal?
They don't get damaged.
Yeah,
they have to be repaired. They don't necessarily heal, but they don't get damaged to be repaired because they exist, but they also don't exist.
Alright, well, just for time's sake, I'm gonna say that the Daleks win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, we all good on that?
Yeah, this battle will go to the Daleks.
And that is Dennis?
Yes.
Okay. Dennis is the winner.
Alright, guys. So now, this is a big finale. We're gonna go out with a bang on this one.
Battle Royale, Witches Hill style.
All four of us are going to throw in a number. We're going to throw in a contender. And everyone... Steel cage match. Last man standing. Fucking... It's a ladder match.
Ladder match. TLC. Cage comes down, attacks her, nails are thrown out there.
Fuck yeah, mankind! I'm going to pick... Now, just for... We have to stick to the rule that no repicking more numbers. If they've already been picked, we need to pick a new one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yes, no using previously used contenders.
Well, you guys went through like fucking 6. Well, actually,
It was really massively unfair fights. I hope this is actually a battle between like weaker style people.
Yeah.
Like Willy Wonka and fucking...
God, that was perfect.
That was
a good one.
That was a great fight.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to pick 101.
101?
101.
100 what it is. The Rake.
The Rake.
Ooh, Tom.
I am elusive.
Yeah.
I am in the shadow. I am the night.
Well, you're not Batman.
How do you know?
no, you're
You're not Batman. You stop that. You stop that now.
Wait, the Rake. Where do I know that from?
Like creepypasta, Reddit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like, I'm gonna come and kill your kids.
I was thinking about an actual rake.
Versus a yard rake. I got you guys.
Yeah, like you step on it.
Yeah, that photo right there is like an alleged sighting.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks like a
I'm
grasshopper.
a fucking weird looking creature thing.
I'd bang it.
Of course you would.
Ooh, it's spooky.
Spooky.
Thought you've got to spin
Ooh, it's got a tail to grab onto, and oh man, this is great. Ah, creepypasta never let me down.
No ponytail needed.
No sleep needed.
Interesting.
All
All
right. Now
right.
it's got 2 handles.
All right. So now, who's throwing the next contender? Pat, picking the next number.
I don't want to be next.
All right, Dennis, pick the next number.
Pussy. 119.
119. Frieza from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, shit!
Which one? The
Just-
original metal final
Base
form.
Frieza.
Dragon
all
Ball
the
Z.
same
It's not
Frieza.
Super. We did not say Dragon Ball
they're-
Super.
Well,
Dragon
but he
Ball
still
Z.
He still hits final form, and he's metal.
Well, this is like when you first meet him. But for just, I guess the sake of everything, let's just do Final Form Frieza because that's what
Okay, I was about to say
everybody
because
knows.
he
Yeah.
hits final form Planet Namek. He doesn't
Yeah.
hit gold till Dragon Ball fucking Super.
Super, yeah. All right,
Alright.
so you got Frieza.
All right, Pat, pick a number.
I'm just gonna click on something. Frankenstein.
Fuck.
Oh.
How are you gonna top that?
All right, and now Judd.
66.
Mothra.
All right,
In a steel cage with Mothra. There we go.
That sounds safe.
so we have a steel cage match of Mothra versus the Rake versus Frieza versus Frankenstein. Fight! Now, I think I'm pretty much dead off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
I think you would go up against Frankenstein, no problem.
yeah, it's not really clear what the Rake does. I mean, do the creepypastas go into what he does?
Yeah, he kills children. He pretty much like.
Well, I mean, in that case, you're fucked.
I kill children, but I mean, Frankenstein is just kind of like...
You're more of a, like a
Frankenstein.
creepy thing. Frankenstein at least has a kill count, like an actual kill count.
Yeah.
So,
He's got super strength, but he's slow.
I think I think the Rake is pretty much dead right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely the first down. I'm not going to contend against Mothra, who is monstrous, or Frieza, who is monstrous.
But he's very small.
So,
The Rake has been eliminated.
now, I guess also, though, I have to say, thinking about just what's left.
The general
next.
mix-up now.
Yeah, I don't think you're that far behind me, Pat.
I'm slow, but I'm strong, guys. But I could also be fucking like vaporized by Mothra and Frieza.
Right. I mean, like...
Frankenstein's dead.
Frankenstein is definitely the
He's
second.
strong,
pick.
but he's slow, and what, he's lacking at speed, we make up for. So you're screwed. Then we're going to take him out, because we know the battle's here.
Now, so now the battle is left down to Frieza versus Mothra. I gotta say, I mean,
Both have the ability to destroy the planets.
Planets.
Yeah.
I have destroyed multiple.
but
Yeah.
Frieza is also insanely quick.
Yeah. Where Mothra is not.
At the point in time that Frieza is, he is like the most feared emperor in the entire universe.
Right.
Yes.
Like the pinnacle of the enemy.
Yeah,
he
at
can-
the debut before the initial destruction where that just fell off the fucking...
But same argument can be met with Mothra. When the Mothra was first introduced, that was the new enemy in Godzilla. That was the biggest fucking thing. That it was the pinnacle. This is the new threat. We need Godzilla. Protect us.
But how did Godzilla destroy it?
Like it always does. It kicks the shit out of it while destroying Tokyo, and uses
over
its
again.
fucking blast
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, take that, Mothra. Get out of Earth.
So
Yeah, I think Frieza's got this. I mean, right off the bat, Frieza could go into space and just
But
death beam the fucking planet.
he can draw in a giant ball of fucking pure energy and
Yeah.
just destroy the fuck out of Mothra
Yeah.
and incinerate him.
especially if it's a steel cage match, there's going to be a lot of people
He'd
watching.
probably just laugh and just
Finger laser! He's gonna-
He'd write it and just be like,
Death beam.
Yeah, and then just be like, I'm done with you.
Who's my bitch now?
All right, so since this kind of went fast, we're making this an extra battle royale.
Yes.
Frieza took out
Everybody.
3 members.
Uh-huh.
So 3 more members enter the ring.
All right.
Okay.
Pat, pick a
I'm
number.
okay with this.
All right. 87.
The skeletons from Army of Darkness.
God damn it.
I am going to pick 40
Evil Dead.
from the 80s.
Yeah. So it's just that monster, whatever it was, the cheesy version. You get the cheesy version of the fucking Evil Dead monster. There's a-
Pick a number, Judd.
217.
Tofu from Resident Evil 2.
Wow.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
All right, now does Tofu beat the skeletons first, or the skeletons beat Tofu? Oh, no,
I don't know.
Tofu's
The
fun.
skeletons were pretty relentless.
they were pretty relentless, but I mean, Tofu
Hold on.
does have
Hold-
a knife.
The skeletons have fucking swords and shields and an army.
And they're
I
skeletons.
have an army.
And
I have an army.
But then, okay, so I think Tofu's first out.
Oh, God, it's not even a question.
Okay.
Honestly, I could say right now, Frieza wins.
Yeah.
I mean, this. I don't even know what to say about this one because this is essentially almost the same thing.
Exactly.
Like it's
Frieza's destroying.
Frieza's destroying, but the Evil Dead versus the skeletons. Like if we're figuring out who like went first and second, blah blah blah.
yeah, I mean the final answer is
It's literally
all
the same
well
thing.
and done.
So
Well,
I'd
no,
say it's
that's-
a tie for second place between the 1980s Evil Dead and the skeletons from Army of Darkness because, I mean, it's the same universe, same fucking shit that goes on. The fucking monster comes back and Ash gets sucked into a different timeline.
In the long run, the Evil Dead being pretty much controls the skeletons.
Yeah, so it's like, why would it fight itself? And like,
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think regardless, Frieza just killed us in a second.
You're mad.
I know. I am mad.
about that.
Gotta
I
get the
think
Dragon
the
Balls.
Evil Dead, like,
I'm just sitting
Force
back in the
might
corner
happen.
watching you guys. I literally have no need to get involved with this.
Yeah, his
So I
arrogant,
mean, just
cocky ass.
Right,
was
just take
to
me
the
out of the
side.
situation. And what would your debate be in these three? Because I clearly fuck up the winner because I want it to be over and I want to go kill something else.
That or you'd probably just leave. You'd probably
That
be like,
too.
I don't have time for this.
Be like,
Could a demon possess a skeleton? Is the question.
yeah.
why wouldn't the demon just possess Frieza?
Ah.
That's a good
Did
question.
you watch Ash versus the Evil Dead?
I've seen a few episodes. I
They
don't
actually
know.
show what, like, the following thing looks like, and it just looks like this giant black mist that, like, smokes around. Like, it's not a physical form, except for, like, at the end of the movie. Through the most of it, it's in its, like, base spirit form, and it infects people. I don't think Frieza would be able to, like, death beam, like, a haze. I think he could get infected.
If he got infected, then he is now possessed.
And this is all. I mean, this
But
would all
only
be
if
about
he's weak
willpower.
and open. Exactly.
When it comes to like a possession type
Right.
thing. Frieza,
You have to be
Frieza
open.
has some crazy willpower.
but he didn't realize it until he started fighting Goku. But before that, like the whole lore, I don't want to get too much into it because that's the nerdy side of things. But he
That's another
fucking nerd.
podcast for another day.
yeah.
Right. 6 hours later.
No, he never trained a day in his life. That was all natural power.
Yeah.
So
He was
he's
arrogant. but
arrogant,
He's also
but
extremely
his
proud.
mental will. He's never been put to that type of test before. So like, we're pretty much removing Goku from the whole thing. Like, Frieza's alive on Namek, but he's in his final form.
Right, but the only reason he hit the final form was because he got pushed by Goku. Goku's impression is already there.
No, his final form is his just
He's always been able to do it.
But
So
the only
we have to. This is pre-Goku.
Yeah. Well, this is just removing Goku away from the situation.
We only met him in that situation because he never needed to go that far. He may have been capable the entire time, but he was never pushed to that point.
But if
he said it's been a long time since he's had to use that form.
Had to?
Yes.
So he has been able to get to it before.
Didn't he use that form with Bardock in like the Bardock movie?
But also
he was
related to
just
and still a Saiyan. I mean,
okay.
even if you go the fact that he was pushed to that point gives the drive anyway, but he still wasn't defeated. He knows his capabilities. Why is he going to accept that into him? He's believes himself as a perfect being. He may or may not have realized his power, his push, his limitations until then.
That's going off of the arrogance, though, because like not being able to be pushed to that. We're talking about strictly about willpower. How much like if he's never been pushed to that extent before, and he's just like he's ready to kick ass, but he just automatically assumes, oh, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna come out the victor, and like this demon gets inside of him, and he starts struggling internally rather than an external threat. How is he gonna fight that? Because he can't just sit there and beat the shit out of himself.
Well, I mean, he could.
I mean, he could, but it's not going to do anything. It would literally be, just destroying himself.
But I would say before we get too far into this, because I feel like this is starting to get deeper. We've ultimately all agreed that this demon could possess a skeleton.
Right.
Then the skeletons from Army of Darkness. Wait, they pretty much.
I mean, we're one and the same.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing. Instead of just the demon, it's just like.
Well,
it's like some alternate reality thing.
It's technically reanimated per se.
It's reanimated.
There is a living source in there, but it has no actual being. It's just it's being driven.
Essentially, you serve me.
Right.
If I'm the demon, I control you.
But he's also referring to alternate universe, so he may not technically be under your domain, but also reanimated. Technically, a soul in question can be taken over.
So therefore, in the exact same context, I have the exact same powers as Tim. If I come from the same thing, and it's the skeletons, like they have the exact same power as whatever's being controlled to them, right?
Yes and no.
To an extent.
Right, but he can take control to whereas you're being controlled. You cannot force yourself onto another where he can force himself onto you. He can take over your entire being.
Damn right he can.
Well, he doesn't.
Getting a little steamy.
I mean, it's...
So, okay, so if that's the case, then I could always...
I mean, is that even fair for me then?
No, it hasn't been fair for you the past couple of matches.
It hasn't been fair. So since we've come to that agreement, maybe
that you're fucked.
Maybe you should pick a new one.
I thought we weren't gonna redo it. I mean that this is kind of like one of those like, well, I mean, just for the sake of our argument, let's just say I do pick another one.
Okay.
All right. Just that one. Baloney Man! I'm dead.
Okay. Well, you died before you even got to the ring. It's now down to can a demon possess Frieza?
I would say yes, because...
It's impossible.
It's not impossible. It's actually not impossible. There's a game that came out of Dragon Fighters. You are literally possessing Frieza. You fight in his body. And that is when he is stronger in the future.
But true. What is possessing Frieza?
Another soul.
Okay. Now, is it like the Ginyu body transfer thing? Or is it another soul absorption?
It's really hard to explain, but...
you want a full one?
No, I'm good.
Essentially, you kind of like soul hop between bodies. So depending on who you're fighting as, everybody kind of like lost their fighting and willpower, like their superpowers and shit, and you control them. So essentially, the way that they go into it is like you basically possessing everybody.
Okay.
So Frieza's even trying to fight it, and he can't. He's pissed that you have control over his body, and that is in the future. Like when he's stronger, when he can go golden, he's on the level of gods. Now we're backtracking to Namek.
So, and you also have to consider if he was that was being possessed by just like a regular soul. Now picture a demonic soul, a demonic entity. That's an immense amount of more power.
It does this shit for fun.
Exactly. That's a regular fucking Sunday afternoon.
Well, in the game, they kind of like make you feel special. Like, oh, you're a special one. You're able to do all this. So, I guess the power behind the special chosen one is really up for debate. Just like in the Matrix, it's like Neo's the one, and then towards the end, he really discovers like what he can do.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I don't know.
But you're trying to use an argument that at the point in time we discussed Frieza, is in existence. Your argument hasn't come up yet, so it's an unknown.
Wait, what?
What you just said about later on in the game and blah 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 blah.
That's saying when he was more powerful, he was struggling.
No, I understand this, but he's using
possession.
an example that is beyond the reach of the current Frieza we are talking about.
So that means
it's an unknown. Okay, no,
right. So his example is valid. Don't get me wrong. Like if we discussed Frieza at that point in time, the pinnacle of his power all of that, you would be valid. But right now, you're invalid.
I don't think it's invalid because he doesn't have as much power as he does later on.
No, it is
right.
invalid.
No,
he's right. Dennis is right because it's
right.
the fact that at that point in time, Frieza was like the overall view, even in all of anime, he was like the monster, like the pinnacle of fucking everything.
Universe's destroyer before Beerus, before we found out what Pat was just talking about. That's the only point I'm making.
So
Frieza
that is something
struggled. Don't get me wrong, but.
Well, but Frieza knows because he has. I'm starting to think Super and shit because he has met Beerus.
Exactly.
And he knows that Beerus can slap the shit out of him.
Fear, but we're talking about a point long past the Frieza we discussed. I mean,
No. What I'm talking about
past
is when Frieza's a kid, he's met Beerus because Beerus slapped around King Cold.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vegeta met Beerus.
He's met Beerus as well, but so is Frieza.
Frieza knew who Beerus was.
Yeah. Because King Cold was definitely was terrified of Beerus. And that's why with the resurrection of F
in the manga.
No, this was
I don't remember it in the
yeah, it was in the show.
I missed that then.
Yeah, that happens, and even in Resurrection of F, when Frieza sees Beerus, he freaks the fuck out for a minute because he knows already who Beerus is.
Oh, okay.
So it's established that Frieza does know that he is not the badass of the universe.
Yeah, that's right. Before Dragon Ball Super came out, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, he sees Frieza sees Beerus and does acknowledge that he can get the shit kicked out of him by Beerus. It's a quick mention, but it was still technically Z before they came out with Super and revised everything. That was still technically Z.
So, that being said, it still argues the case for Frieza because he knows his physical limitation.
He knows his physical limitation, but he doesn't.
The question is, though, does he have the willpower to fight?
Yeah.
He has the drive.
He's got the drive for like a physical battle, but like a battle of wits, he's always looking for. He's always like trying to find his counterpart. Like, ooh, you think you're cheeky? He goes after that shit.
Right.
So I think he would invite it and get overwhelmed at the power.
Because the second anybody ever like steps up to him with smart ass shit, he instantly flips and gets pissed because you're talking back to him. There is a bit of fear in that.
And like he always underestimates. That's one thing that he does. Like he always
underestimates.
Aggravation.
Fear. Especially with this. I mean, even.
I think this goes to the demon. I'm just saying because it comes down to a battle of willpower, and no matter what.
I think a demon, especially the evil dead demon, with what it can and has done, I think it would be able to possess Frieza.
Actually, yeah. Not thinking about it. If it can rip a hole through time and send Ash into a different reality, or like the past, or whatever you want to call it,
it can possess the trees. It can possess the environment.
But I mean, are we?
That would completely, like you said, like Pat said, Frieza always underestimates his enemy. So if the demon possesses the environment around him, he's not going to expect that. Mm-hmm. That's going to catch him off guard.
But I mean,
at any point he can get possessed. I mean, a chick got fucked by that tree and then got possessed.
Yeah. So are you saying that it just needs to fuck Frieza with a tree?
I mean, I'm saying
Frieza would
it could fuck
That
Frieza.
does come across pretty feminine.
You know what's the sad part about that?
Huh.
Those were branches. I don't believe there were branches on the trees on Namek.
No, there aren't.
They're just bulbs of, so I mean...
Oh,
that's like fisting with a tree, dude.
That is one
Start with the
extreme butt plug.
Oh god, somebody watching this is gonna make some sort of new fucking Rule 34.
Namekian trees, yes.
I didn't even think about them. Like giant phalluses.
But I mean,
Lord
also,
Frieza,
like,
what are you doing?
what are you guys are just interpreting like a demon from Ash?
From Evil Dead.
What, supernatural? Anything? They get stopped by a fucking tattoo.
Oh, but this is the Necronomicon demon, this is a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah, it's like an Omega demon in a way.
Yes.
Like the Necronomicon is like the book of demons, the dead, the fucking way to invoke spirits, and like all around bad juju is essentially what it is.
Bring upon the apocalypse itself.
So it's like hell in a book. That's essentially what they were going for. Now,
And Frieza went to hell.
and Frieza pretty
Yes.
much is hell.
Well, yeah.
Well, but when
yeah.
Frieza went to hell, hell made Frieza their bitch.
But that was because
They
he died
froze
later
him in
on.
a
He has
fucking
no
cocoon.
idea about hell. He doesn't even think that
And
he can
sang.
be killed.
That's
That was his hell. He
That's
was in a
my hell.
cocoon and was sang to 24/7.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
So, I think this goes to the Evil Dead demons.
Yeah, I've changed my vote. I think the Evil Dead spirit would take it.
Yeah, like taking everything into factor about what the demon can do compared to like what Frieza could do. He's super fucking strong, but this is like a magical type of like unknown power.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't really measure it on a scouter or anything like that.
Technically,
So
you can't measure his either.
it'll just fucking explode it. And it's like I'm just done. I don't think it would even pick up anything. But yeah, I would have to say that my vote definitely is going to the demon. I was totally for Frieza. I was like gunning for it, and then it's just
Once you actually thought about it, it was just like, okay, wait a minute. There's different dynamics at play here.
But
So
that's just because it's that form of Frieza in that time setting with who
But-
it's up against.
I mean, that being said, you also argued that he would lose later on anyway.
Yeah.
So, how can you say that's in that time frame when you've already negotiated that he's going to lose?
Well, no. He's gonna
Just suck it up. You've lost twice. He wins.
No. He's gonna die in the future because of Trunks.
But then he comes back half metal.
No. He comes back half metal after losing to Goku.
All right,
and then
let-
he gets
No,
killed by
Frieza
Trunks.
cut him in half.
we're gonna.
I mean, sorry,
we're gonna
Trunks
put a
cut him in
pin.
half.
We're gonna put a pin in this whole DBZ debate. Ultimately, it comes down to Frieza has fallen.
Finally.
The Emperor is dead.
Now it's do
Now
we
it's
want
the Evil Dead army, and Dragon Ball just got a lot darker.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I love it in a whole nother fucking.
Goku's getting a boomstick. I mean, he had a stick before, but this one goes boom now.
It does
power
both now.
pole.
The power pole extends all the way, hits you in the chest, and then like does a shot
Blast you!
blast.
Oh my god! I want
Dope.
that gun. That is metal.
That'd be dope.
Oh man.
Point blank.
Seriously.
Well, do we want to end the battle royale? We're gonna end it with Evil Dead winning.
Yeah.
They are the victor.
Sadly, majority voted, and it seems like Evil Dead is the winner. It like hurts me to say that.
Right?
Ah,
Fuck you.
I love Evil Dead. That makes me happy.
I love Evil Dead too. It's just wow.
I'm really glad Frieza has fallen because I honestly was convinced Frieza was gonna win.
Oh,
Just mop
same.
everyone.
Yeah.
If you were listening and you thought the same thing, let us know down in the comments, or who you would rather see win, or who you would want to see in a fight, and we'll debate it out and see who,
Comes out on top.
yes, or bottom, depending on
Your preference.
Their orientation.
where do you want to go tonight.
Well, this was a fun one. I always love the death matches. They are always a blast.
Oh, hell yeah. And if you're interested in joining us sometime, you guys should just message us at WitchesHillRadio@gmail.com.
We always love to have guests on the show. Like you guys, thank you guys for coming on and
No problem.
As always, thank you.
debating some fucking ruthless, murderous, monstrous, macabre mutilations. Yes. I kept it
Damn,
going.
you just wanted to keep using M words.
I did.
It was marvelous.
It was a most mischievous
Mystery.
Mustache.
Manic.
It was a Mobius good time.
Manic mayonnaise.
Okay, that goes back to anyway.
Wow.
Well, as always, like, subscribe, follow, click that bell, stay notified.
Yes, and we will see you next Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the fucking social media.
If you want to see things that are behind the scenes, you can always follow me at Instagram handle LetsTalkHorror.
Otherwise, it's Witches Hill Radio on all the social media outlets.
Enjoy.
Jason.
Yes. Why?
Bye, Z's.
Well, you can...
Witches Hill.